check my hundreds, check my. We watch cable and my auntie, cause my papa wasn't hold it down. They gon' talk you when we on around. Be hating with feet on the ground. Got the little jet with the beat on the couch. Came out buzzing, 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 came out buzzing.
Wait, Chanel on my feet, yeah, that's for me. And usually I like repetitive beat. I like the way that she move. Quality, they look good to me. But I same girl cause I don't even cheat. That is a lie, repetitive. I don't even look, no, I don't even seek. I don't even peek. G5
came out buzzing, 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 came out buzzing. I'm road running, I'm so cunning. High tech digit, fat for a button. Passport shouted, airport pilot, NASCAR audit, swan time bombing. Two, still gon' pick it, flat kick it, still toe pigeon. Young like slizzy, get back with you. Step back, hit him with the step back, switch it. Hey, hoping that it melt, might visit, might triple, might hit you. Free G walker, that might. I been really when he pull up, they gon' think that he went platinum up it. I'm just floating on the river. Please be early, please be gorgeous, please be witty, please be for it. Let me do donuts in your foreign. Let me play number 8 while I do it. Let me control it, I can control it. With one hand, maybe with nothing. That was your sister, that was my summer. Came out buzzing, 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 came out buzzing.
Hey, it's your boy, DJ, Mr. Lou. We're here again, another Saturday night at Redbird Skating. Make sure you make your way to the snack bar. We got, do not eat on the skate floor. You ain't got time to be slipping on no cheese and cheese.
Hey. Whoa. Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all just in the street. Y'all fake ministry. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like never mind. They playing with all of these money, but never mind. That could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth, just to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumped. Did I say when I'm? You know I'm ignorant. I'm at my house party acting. Telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grin. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Cause they couldn't see me going very far. Now I be overseas with them. I get paid when I pass a, but I got no love for the law. I can't remember when I had a job. Back when they wouldn't build, now they bob. I still got paper tags on my car. Now I got gophers my lawn. That is annoying. I'm picking my poison. You crabs in a barrel while my lobster is boiling. I'm trying to avoid them, but they keep on coming for me. DMX, what they wanting from me. BMX, I ain't stunting for free. On my mama, so you know that it's true when I speak. Matador, I ain't running from beef. Mike Tyson, that's why my hunger so deep. I replied, ain't no love in the streets. Also, there wasn't no love in my home, so only get love when it's coming from me. Preach. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend. Santa Monica Boulevard, I can't tell if they men.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Heat. At shooting guard, Duncan Robinson. At power forward, TJ Tucker. At the other guard position, Kyle Lowry. At center, Bam Adebayo. At the other forward position, Jimmy Butler. The head coach of the visiting team is Eric Spoelstra. Head guard, 6'3", number 1, Reggie Jackson. At center, 7 foot, number 40, Ivica Zubac. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 8, Marcus Morris Sr. At guard, 6'8", number 13, Paul George. At forward, 6'7", number 2, Kawhi. Your LA Clippers head coach is Ty Lue. Once again, the starters for your LA Clippers.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Kawhi and Morris in at the forward slots. And it's Zubac in at the center position.
For the defense.
Here's Adebayo. Great D that time from Zubac.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping. Defense for long stretches.
Now here's Butler. To the inside, Adebayo. Leonard pulls down the board. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 5-point game. No good on the shot.
And everyone knows what an elite defender Kawhi Leonard is. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he can still shape games with his defense.
And it's Butler off the drive. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, Jimmy Butler is a gifted offensive player. On that particular instance, a nice interior scorer.
George outside. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. He shoots. And it's Miami with a rebound. And with Leonard, he's just as sharp as ever with his stifling defense.
Oh, his versatility is incredible. I mean, he can guard the toughest forward or guard each game. And he still has the energy to go out there and get numbers on the offensive end as well.
Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Pass to Jackson. Checked by Tucker. Leonard outside. Over Butler. And the Clippers miss again.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Pass to Leonard. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Butler. No good with a layup. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Clippers ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Miami trailing. On the court for Miami here in the second. Lowry and Hero teaming up in the backcourt. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Martin in at the power forward position. Pass to Adebayo. Over Powell. Adebayo, no good. Now the Clippers with it. Inside. Here's Covington. And it's Martin with the rebound.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Hero, and he jams it home with authority.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
And Kyle Lowry had a ton of suitors in free agency, and many teams felt he could be the player to put them over the top. But ultimately, he chose the Heat because they had recently gone to the finals. And I'll tell you what, it seems like a great fit overall.
Norman Powell, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Powell. Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Heat culture is all about work, and this roster is littered with overachievers. Jimmy Butler said, quote, "The Miami Heat look for those diamonds in the rough. Players that are hungry, players that have some dog in them and play for one another. These guys do what it takes to be in the league for a while." Brian?
Boy, they compete, right, Allie? Thanks for that. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Powell for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Miami on D. They trail by 1. And a miss there off the inbound. There's 1:34 left in the first half of this game. Strus with the bucket.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
The drive by Powell. Yep, that one's good. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And you know, Grant, Bam Adebayo expanding his offensive game. He's got a legitimate shot. He's a legitimate threat from mid-range now.
I mean, Adebayo, he takes a lot of shots from mid-range. He does a good amount of damage with his shot. You figure it's just a matter of time before those become three-point attempts. The former #2 overall pick in 2013, Oladipo gives you production, but he also plays with a bit of an edge.
First one falls for him. And no doubt, when he's rolling, Oladipo strikes fear in the hearts of the opponents.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, he's merciless on the attack. He plays with so much heart and passion. Not much fun to play against, but he's exciting to watch.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And Oladipo drops them both.
Well, what do you do with more responsibility on your plate? If you're Victor Oladipo, you ascend into one of the game's top talents. This guy, his hard work and mentality paying off.
Butler covering, and he can't get that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. Outside Robinson. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Hero for three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Zubac finds Leonard. Back to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Robinson defending. They get it back. A nice shot by Zubac. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Heat out in front. They lead by 4. And will return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. After a slow start, they turned up in the second quarter, going into the half with a 4-point lead. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
You have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit, but tonight they've been key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it out to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. It's George on the wing. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Here's Butler on the take, and it's Butler with the jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by the Heat. For 3, Robinson. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
Now here's George. He hits the back iron and sinks it. George has got 5. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Lowry against Jackson. His first shot coming late. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, it's hard to talk about Lowry without mentioning his fantastic defense.
Quick and physical with ball handlers. Tough to back down in the post, and just brings the effort on every play.
Now here's Lowry. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Butler by Robinson. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Leonard outside. Here's George. Robinson defending. Leonard for 3. Again, the miss by Leonard.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
From 12 feet. The rebound by Jackson. Leonard outside. Over Butler. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Miami Heat up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Clippers trail. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. Lowry and Hero teaming up in the backcourt. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Martin in at the 4 slot. Here's Mann. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
It's a line for your Clippers. To the stripe, Terrence Mann. Taking 2 shots.
The last on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Adebayo. Hero on the wing. Throws it up high and finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
Oladipo against George. Oladipo with the rebound. And for Miami, they're shooting about 60% for the game. Hero finds Oladipo. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And for the Clippers, they're shooting a low 30% from the floor. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
At the line for your Clippers, Robert Covington. At the line for 2.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
What a terrific story Robert Covington is. Gets undrafted out of college, goes to the G League and becomes an MVP, and now one of the very best defenders in the NBA. Truly an incredible journey.
Coffee. He's checked in for Paul George. And the second of 2 is good. And that narrows the gap to 7.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Now Oladipo. Lowry outside. Down low. Here's Martin. And that comes off the assist by Lowry.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And that one's good. Covington.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Pass to Adebayo. Over Covington. Adebayo, no good. The Clippers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Hero. The Heat have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Lowry outside. From 9 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's Man. Pass to Coffee. The 3. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're ahead by 4. 43 seconds left in the game. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
Tucker's checked in for Miami. Jimmy Butler comes in for Oladipo. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told them, I know you've been putting it all out there tonight, but this is when we need our energy to be at its highest. He's trying to keep his team from fading in the late stages. It was a message of motivation more than anything else, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Hero. Pass to Butler. Fires for 3. And there's Hero on the assist from Butler. And the Heat lead by 7.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Timeout called, the Clippers. They trail by 7. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by the Clippers. They're down by 7. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter.
All right, fans, get on your feet, make some noise for T-shirt time.
Two seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. George passes to Zubac. There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, nails the triple!
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
It seems to be a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
And the Heat call time here. They lead by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Heat, Tyler Hero, shooting.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That's how you protect a lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Heat, Tyler Hero. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
And a deep 3 from Leonard. And a miss there on the triple. So it's Miami picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
The NBA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm so cunning, high tech digit, fat for a button, passport shouted, airport pilot, NASCAR audit, swan time bombing, still gon' pick it, flat kick it, still toe pigeon, young like sleazy, get back with you, step back, hit him with the step back, switch it, hey, hoping that it melt, might glisten, might triple, might hit you, free G walker, that might, I been, really, when he pull up, they gon' think that he went platinum up in, I'm just floating on the river, BB early, BB gorgeous, BB with it, BB for it, let me do donuts in your foreign, let me play number 8, I do it, let me control it, I can control it, with one hand, maybe with nothing. That was your sister, that was my summer, came out buzzing, came out buzzing, came out buzzing. Still be a million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth, just to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumped. Did I say when I'm, you know I'm ignorant. Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grand. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Cause they couldn't see me going very far. Now I be overseas with them. I get paid when I pass a, but I got no love for the law. I can't remember when I had a job. Back when they wouldn't build, now they bob. I still got paper tags on my car. Now I got gophers my lawn. That is annoying. I'm picking my poison. You crabs in a barrel, while my lobster is boiling. I'm trying to avoid them, but they keep on coming for me. DMX, what they wanting from me? BMX, I ain't stunting for free. On my mama, so you know that it's true when I speak. Matador, I ain't running from beef. Mike Tyson asked why my hunger so deep. I replied, ain't no love in the streets. Also, there wasn't no love in my home, so only get love when it's coming from me. Preach. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend. Santa Monica Boulevard, I can't tell if they men.
I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, get a toe, get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, get a toe, get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the GOAT. Get my way up, it don't go. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard when I said it. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it and it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me who pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talking that I'm waking up and coming through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun up just like a stunner do it. From the beds that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the bigs that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the coat. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Get my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the coat. Get my way up, it don't go. Top dog like I managed. I'm the really damaged. I came out and made the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name a who got a better flow, cause she can hang it up just like a telephone. Slick me up, put the party on. 10K to let it come see it. Friends there now make it come treat it. Me and make it come. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven if then they know what I be on. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the coat. Keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know, and I got it on my own. Staying Gucci, hit a toe. Keep my way up, it don't go. I'm the best that you know. If I touch it, then it's cold. Just like Kobe, I'm the coat. Keep my way up, it don't go.
R.I.P. to the weekend and oversleeping, dreaming of the playing pretend. I'm overthinking of the stop sign, frozen when that siren goes by. Another I'm avoiding off of wearing and Vine. Eyes open, mouth closed, potholes on the road. People living on that street corner heavy, but it's home. Coffee murals every other block. Pain don't stop, pay no mind. The real evil left unwatched. Sign plastered over Melrose Ave by that long line of where the hood's by. I can't help but get the feeling like the vibes don't match. I try to laugh, but it's muffled by the light white mask. And summertime, I've been losing hope. Fireflies in the winter while I'm sipping. Got me feeling like maybe it's just a game we play to stay alive. Maybe it's just a game we play to survive. Funny it takes the pain away for a while, so I'll stay a while. So I'll stay a while.
Check, yeah. Stuck inside this game of life, I'm trying to level up. I call some L's, but I'ma turn them to a W. Feels like I'm in the days, I don't even know what's going on. That's much on my brain, I'm just trying to keep my mental strong. I got so much on my mind, I can't even talk about it. Every day feeling like the next, but things go left, I'll be alright. Cause I got me, myself,
maybe
and
it's just a game we play to stay alive.
Sometimes it is.
Maybe it's just a game we play. It takes the pain away for a while, so I'll stay a while. So I'll stay a while. Even when I don't wanna play, I'm still lost inside the game. Another dog, another day, another dollar gone to waste. Even when I don't wanna play, hoping it all makes sense someday. Maybe it's just a game we play to stay alive. Maybe it's just a game we play to survive. Funny it takes the pain away for a while, so I'll stay a while. So I'll stay a while.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's the Toronto Raptors and the Chicago Bulls. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. DeRozan out there with Lowry. Then there's Carter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Bosh in at the 5 down low. Now here's Jordan. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Rodman trying to break free. And Michael Jordan with the 3. Jordan's got the first 3 points tonight for Chicago. Poke loose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, when you watch MJ, Michael Jordan, the championship mentality is obvious. He gives his team everything he has to win games.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Downtown Memphis, looking quite lovely tonight. We're coming to you from Grind City. And with tip-off coming right up, we've got just enough time to hear from the sideline. Allie, what do you got for us?
Hey, Brian. Well, the Memphis Grizzlies, they're still young. They're finding their way in a look.
I like that. Good stuff, Allie. So here's the Clippers starting group. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. Kawhi Leonard out there with Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And Grant, for the super teams that are managing their stars' minutes right now, it seems like home court advantage is less of a priority than being fresh for the postseason.
You know what, BA? It really does seem that way. It's like you'd rather play with a stacked hand on someone else's table than play with a weaker hand at home. Championship teams know how to win on the road. The most important thing is being healthy and being together as a group going into the postseason. That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Melton, he's checked in for Bane. Grizzlies on D. From 10 feet away. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Grizzlies on offense. Zubats with the steal. Elbow shot. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Here's Morant. Driving inside. Lays it up and in. Despite excellent defense.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Now here's Leonard. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. The Grizzlies on offense. 4-point game. George against Morant. Morant with the flare!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Driving in. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Melton covers. 5 on the clock. George for 3. Adams grabs the miss. And here's Memphis. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Moran against Zubac. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Called the clip.